Mary Beth Griffin. And a reminder to everyone who speaks, you have 3 minutes. The board's not going to engage you back and forth. Please be professional, and the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Griffin. I've lived in Orland as long as I've been married, 36 years. I'm here for Schussler Park. I talked to Ray Piantoni about the indoor park that was taken away at Loby Center and how disappointed many people were about that. My kids went there, I took my grandkids there. Then I talked to him about Schussler, where it's at, what's going on. Everywhere I go when I drive with my grandkids, they just took down Frontier, they're putting a new park in, they just replaced Permanus. He said he kind of fell behind or he was busy and there's some sort of $600,000 grant that we need to get. So I'm really disappointed. I know that many neighbors wanted to come, but the time with children where I'm living, there's a lot of little kids now. He said I really didn't need to come in, that it really wouldn't matter, but I just want my voice heard. I want my park back. We all want our park back. It was taken down. We need it replaced. If they want to replace it with some sort of inclusive thing, an add-on, that's great, but we want our park back. So that's really why I'm here, to present that. I asked him if I should get petitions and people to sign, and he said that wasn't necessary, that, you know, they're working on it, but it's been too many years. And like I said, I've been married 36 years, I've lived in Orland, in Fairway for 35. That's really kind of all I'm here for. I'm disappointed. Everywhere I go, they're getting new parks, and ours is non-existent.
Thank you for your comments.
Okay.
So to address the Schussler Park thing, pretty hard to, I think the board would all agree. I mean, we just spent $12 million on the park, which started last year. So last year is when it started. We spent $12 million doing the park so it doesn't flood anymore, fixing the pond, dredging the pond. I mean, doing a ton of work. 12 million bucks is more than, basically we could fix every park in the entire village, every pocket park that we have in the entire village for what we spent. So we're not engaging back and forth, as I said. Just you had your opportunity to speak, I'll speak. We had, Ray, 13, 14 public hearings on this, correct? I know the board has voted on this at least 5 or 6 times. It's been very public, very out there. There's nothing secret about the fact that this was a 2-phase park, and the second phase was the all-inclusive playground. So that was not a surprise, and that was expected to be done in either 25 or 26. So that's been part of the discussion since 2012 that was approved unanimously by the rec board 4 times, by the board 4 times. So, I mean, the board can't do anything more than communicate how, with every source we have all of these meetings. Spent $12 million, spending another $1.5 million on the all-inclusive park, a little bit more than that. So it takes time to do large construction projects, especially one where you have stormwater issues and everything floods. And basically we helped the entire subdivision with what we did there. There's $6 million worth of flooding issues. So again, we're not engaging back and forth, but I will point out the fact that our fields were unusable. We couldn't schedule them because they flooded. And I know this because I have kids that used to go, we couldn't use the fields because they flooded. Schussler Park has been a flooding problem. We now store a ton of water, as much as the pond, underneath the ground. So that's why it was set up that way. I mean, I think anyone in this community would love to have $15 million spent on their park. It takes some time to get that stuff done. It's not done overnight. And there's $1.5 million going in. We are waiting on a $600,000 grant, which we're expecting to get. And so we are not going to have an engagement back and forth. You have spoken, so please stop. We are communicating facts to you. So again, we have $1.5 million plus park going in, correct? We're waiting on a grant for $600,000, correct? Okay, that grant has been applied for. Once we receive that grant, then we can proceed with the rest of the park. We are entering budget meetings starting in September. The project started last fall. It was engineered for what, 2 years before that? And approved, as I said, 14 to 16 different meetings. So we're giving you all the facts here. You may not like the facts. I guess anybody here that lives here would love to have $15 million spent on their park. So that's where it sits. We are going to have an all-inclusive playground there. It does take time to do construction projects. That's just the way that it is.
Board comment.